All right, hi everybody. Hello.
Hello.
There's that person. Okay. It had a minute. It took a minute to connect to the commentary channel for some reason. That was bizarre.
I've seen that happen before. It's awkward. But also, hello.
Slightly. Hello, RGL. Hello,
Long time.
Cat.
Oh wow, we're live and hot. Okay, hi. Sorry.
Oh, it's the hottest. The hottest of hot jams.
Hello, RGO. LRock, I'll let you introduce yourself.
Good morning, everybody. For those not able to catch up, I am LRock617, joined today by Glitchwitch for commentary.
Hello.
There's honestly no real reason for Cat joining me on commentary today, specifically. It's more just I did commentary for a Pepsi Man run, and I just figured I've done this run so much in hot marathons by myself that I just wanted to have a commentary partner. I could use some memes. This run's very stressful, so anything to take the edge off, you know.
Is it actually stressful?
1cc a game in a marathon? Are you kidding me?
Oh, right.
It's absolutely stressful. I think I've run this game in double-digit marathons now, and I've only 1cc'd it twice. Now, granted, if just in attempts, it's been many, many more times than that. But for marathons, yeah, 2 times.
Well, I bet we're gonna get it a third.
Maybe today will be the third. There won't be anything too different today from the run. We are gonna get all the pizzas. Normally, I skip pizzas to save time if I have enough health and I just don't need the safety. But today, I'm just gonna get them all.
Does that mean we will not be seeing Josie skip today?
Oh, we will absolutely be seeing it.
Beautiful, because we've got creator of the Josie skip in chat right now.
Indeed. Josie Kandamu, the discoverer of the Josie skip. And no, that does not skip a pizza. In fact, there's a pizza right before Josie skip, which is one of the best things about it. You're completely safe to do that glitch. So anyway, let's go ahead and fire up. You're going to be playing as Donatello in 3, 2, 1, go.
The only proper choice of turtle.
Yeah, he's not my favorite to play in this game, but he's by far the best, that's for sure.
Yeah, I know Raphael's got that stupid roll move. Well, I guess I shouldn't call it, but I mean, he's proud of it. But.
His damage output is so bad. Like, he can't do this move here, the jump special, which is would be okay if it was like unique or whatever, but it also does a lot less damage than this move. This roll kick does. It does like 1.5 to 2/3 of the damage that this does.
Oh gosh.
And he struggles on some boss fights, especially early in the game. Like the Rocksteady Bebop duo fight with Raph. Oh, it is not fun at all. It's like a giant puzzle.
I really thought that, like, you know, they'd make up for it by making it damaging, but instead they made it awful.
Yeah, so, they basically wanted to make him hard mode the character, essentially. He's the biggest challenge to beat the game with.
At least they made up for him in the Super Nintendo game where they made that move wildly broken and just gave him the swing move.
I think the case with Raph is that in the 1980s, they just hadn't figured out Raph yet, because in this game and like TMNT NES, he's just not good at all. By the time the 90s rolled around and the later 2 NES games showed up, he always was just amazing. And of course, Turtles in Time and Hyperstone Heist, he was ridiculous.
Gosh, I love Hyperstone Heist. I never really bothered with Hyperstone Heist because I thought, oh, Super Nintendo, Turtles in Time, that's the better game.
It's a very good game. Having a dash button in a game like that is a huge, huge deal.
Yeah.
Can't hit anything today. What is going on here?
I'm just distracting you. I guess I could talk about what's going on the screen.
I'm not even worried. Like, there's no distractions here. I just got hit when I shouldn't have. I got greedy. Both those guys. Grab pizza. And as aforementioned, here we have Josie skip. Go ahead and move over to our left. There's actually been a 2-player version of this discovered recently by 2 runners named 40 Watts and Foresight. I apologize, I forgot the name of the other person, but yeah, this is possible on 2-player. It's just much, much harder. Eventually, we'll be trying to get it to 4-player one day, hopefully. A little bit of condensed space here to fight Bebop.
I'm going to find this in an arcade and not have people that want to play it. And I'm going to show off Josie Skip on the cabinet, and it's going to be my shining moment.
Hope I'm there to see it. I don't anticipate being, but it would be awesome.
Yeah, because if you're there, you'll probably just be playing the game.
Nah, if you wanted to do that by yourself, I'd just let you do it.
Yeah.
I'm not one to deny somebody's fun to do that. Triple kill.
So, you won't notice here right away that LRock is standing on a bit of a magic line of pixels that prevent anything from actually hitting him here.
It doesn't quite work that way. You are correct, it is magic pixel. There's 3 instances of it in this game, but it doesn't prevent them from hitting me, it prevents them from seeing me. Like, they know where I am, but they can't approach me on that bottom pixel. It's pretty great.
That's oddly familiar.
Like, they're trying their hardest to get to me because they know where I am, but the weird thing about foot soldiers in this game is that they don't attack you unless they line up with you, and since they can't approach the very bottom pixel of the platform, they're not going to be able to hit you, because they're not going to try to. Alright, we made a mess of things. Gotta fix this.
At least we got pizza.
Oh, we definitely got pizza. We'll have it here very soon, but right now it's being guarded. I gotta earn this one. Mousers can be annoying, especially when you're low health. It's our second pizza. They have a grab that they can chain into. How did that never hit that guy? And the problem with that chain grab is that it drains your health as they grab you, and if you shake off one, another one can immediately grab you if you're not careful.
Yeah, as a kid, I used to think the Mousers were the easy part, but then as I got older, I realized Mousers are kind of just jerks.
They're pretty awful. As soon as they can grab you, they can damage you. So, like, if you're on 1 pixel of health, you have to keep your distance. Like, 1 HP against Mousers is basically a death wish. You had to be extra careful. Thank you for the update, Shema. Apologies for having to do that. Alright, on to our most important stage. Not the hardest stage by any stretch, but it is the most important because this is where we're going to be taking our 1 death. It is a 1cc run, so we are allowed 1 death. I meant to put that hit out. What the heck?
So is that for ranked purposes?
Yes, 100%.
Alright.
Fastest way to complete the game with only 1 death is to take the death in this stage. Preferably, I want to take it after the car pulls out. That optimizes the rank. So there's
I believe in you.
2 ideal places I can take it. One, I can take it on the car, which I'm not going to do. It is going to do damage to me. And the reason we do that is because it manipulates the sword-wielding soldiers down in front of the car to be able to make sure we can kill them. And the second place is on the barrel, which I just did. Which does 5 damage, so it should almost always kill you if you haven't died yet by this point.
It is very going out on your own terms. By letting
100%.
yourself get hit by a car and blowing up a barrel in your face.
Let's see if I can get this quick kill. This quick kill did get a bit easier thanks to Stormcrow strats. He's another runner of this game. But I did miss it, unfortunately. So I should be able to have another attempt at it, I think, if they stop smothering me, maybe? This is kind of rough. Alright, I'm going to let them do this, because I don't really have a choice. Take a hit from Rocksteady there. Sit down. Alright. Pizza saved us, we're good.
But hardest
Feed
fight
the
in the game,
turtles.
right?
I think Shredder's harder, but that one's pretty tough, because since that one has a quick kill associated with it, if you can force cycle that fight, it's not even an issue. Now, if they break out, yes, it's really hard. If you're Raph, it's really hard anyway, because he can't do the quick kill. I'm gonna let this car run these guys down. So here's why rank is important. If I didn't take the death when I did, that was unfortunate, then I'd be fighting probably anywhere from 2 to 3 times as many enemies in a given section as I am right now. Not good. Yeah, they baited me.
Have you ever done a Deathless run?
No, I have not. Way too, I have seen Deathless runs. They're not impossible. That's not good. Getting grabbed into the car is not good, but there is a pizza coming up soon, so I should be able to save myself.
Get your,
I'm just glad we're still alive.
plus RNG.
Please
back.
drop that. Thank you.
Oh, baby. It's pizza time.
Not good. Broke out. Man, this game is being extra rude today.
Knows it's a marathon.
Pretty much. I don't know. I hadn't been grabbed on the car in a marathon yet. That's a new one. It's happened in like attempts, but never in a marathon. Missed that. All right, I gotta run some safety here. Move up. Let these guys get run over. Normally I get as many as 4. Only got 2 that time. Oh well. The good old pizza saves indeed. All right. Luckily, I'm not on the bad scaling of enemies yet. Something else that's been discovered by a runner named Serial. This was kind of discovered by mistake. The longer you last in a stage, the more enemies the game's going to throw at you. So doing safe strats is actually kind of a detriment to you, which is really garbage.
So it's like time you spent staying alive.
Right. It's punishing you for staying alive as long as you can because they want you to get off the machine. They're like, no, other people want to play. We want them to spend money.
I know
It is
calling
dirt.
it mean is kind of like
Absolute
against
dirt.
the point, but oh god, that's
From a business standpoint, I get it, but from a gameplay standpoint, complete garbage. Like, just so unnecessary. I'm also getting really bad RNG with these helicopters.
I'm always fascinated in the theory behind like arcade game design in terms of okay, how can we make this subtly unfair?
Yeah, this one takes a lot of liberties. Simpsons, which I played yesterday, doesn't really have a lot of that. Like, yes, some bosses have iframes where they shouldn't, but as far as like the tech you can develop for actually getting through stages, you can, if you deathless that game, it's always going to be faster than like just a 1cc with a death. It doesn't have a rank up system, and the bosses are very consistent. Except for maybe Burns, but Burns is just really hard.
I used to think that game was a complete mess until I saw you start running it. Now I realize there's some science behind it.
It's what it is. X-Men, I think, has some more BS than Simpsons does, but X-Men's all just notoriously difficult. It doesn't have rank though.
So if you had to rank like this TMNT beat 'em up, X-Men and Simpsons, how would you put that?
In terms of quality or personal enjoyment?
Personal enjoyment.
Personal enjoyment, I actually think Simpsons is probably at the top, although, well, no, because the problem with Simpsons is Simpsons doesn't really have a lot of character variety. All 4 characters play almost exactly the same. Now, I'm a Marge main, but I could be a Homer main overnight and it wouldn't change much. Whereas, like, an X-Men, if I wanted to change from being a Storm main to a Wolverine main, that would require, like, a Grantor is really awful.
LRock, you are offline.
Really?
Yes.
Shows I'm still streaming and I haven't dropped any frames, so... And you can still hear me.
Yeah, I hear you. The RTMP dropped. It looks like it's back now.
Okay. Looks like our RTMP is back, so sorry about that, everybody.
Like, I still got you the whole time, but...
Hopefully they get that fixed. I left the timer running, but I put the game on pause.
Perfect. Yeah, it's good to go now. I think Anne's already fixed it on the side.
Yeah, apologies for that, everybody.
No worries. They didn't miss much, like a few seconds or so. Anyway, you were saying that Granitor.
Oh, so Granitor's pretty awful. He's really slow, has the same amount of health regardless of rank. He has this strat where he can just stand still if he wants to and do nothing. But when he's doing that, he's at his most dangerous because you can't approach him. Because if you do that, then he always out-prioritizes you.
I think the biggest piece of information I needed to know about Granitor is that he only takes 1 damage ever. Like
yeah, doesn't matter what you hit him with, he only takes 1 HP of damage. So like doing like a special attack on him has no benefit. It just has incredibly slow recovery speed and all that jazz. Should be able to finish him here though. That last pizza.
Yeah, can't forget the pizza.
Wall jumps just cuz. Maybe rescue Splinter. I love wall jumps. I wish they were good.
That's a new thing I've just learned.
Oh, wall jumps, yeah. Cypher does them all the time. It's great. Just because it's funny. You can wall jump off some really stupid stuff. You can wall jump off like the laser cannons, like the ones we're about to see here in a moment. Like you can actually wall jump off those, but it's very detrimental.
Yeah,
because
that sounds like
if you mess up and bounce into something that kills you, good luck. Have fun with that. Alright, so here we... Oh, this song is amazing. So the Technodrome's pretty tough. First segment I actually managed to pull off pretty well. Get those guys piling out of the clown car. For the Rodneys, I just tend to just take them out as they let me. Dive kicks are very, very good against these enemies. It only takes 2 dive kicks to kill them, and they let you line them up properly every time. Ice race section. This one took me a while to be able to hanker down to make sure I can position it correctly. And there we go.
Is it the same every time, or is it just kind of like, if you know a pattern to move in?
You can manipulate it. It's not random at all.
I remember the first time I got through there without taking a hit. I was very happy about it. I spent a lot of time with this game in the Xbox Live Arcade version.
What I've been playing most of lately. So I'll be running it on that version at HDQ. Alright, so here we're gonna have some scrapping to do. Because of all these Rodneys. There's just so many of them here that I have to make sure to turn into a dive kick party. There we go.
I'd attend a dive kick party.
Who wouldn't? These guys, Spear Soldiers, I haven't talked about them at all. They are by far the most dangerous enemies in the game, so had to make sure things were going to be okay there, spacing out properly. So with Trag is very similar to Granitor, except you can actually lame Trag out quite a bit more, because he's more inclined to chase you because he's faster. 1 pizza. We got 3 here. There are some instances where you only get 2 pizza spawns here instead of 3. I haven't quite figured out what causes it, but I believe it has something to do with how long it takes to get to the end of the stage. So it might be rank based, but I don't know how to make that not happen, you know? Gross. I'm gonna get this one down. Good fight. Kept our distance, did our best.
Not accidentally touching the door.
Yeah, the barrier is an issue. So Krang is an interesting boss. Casually, I hear people complain about this guy all the time, but honestly, Krang's not that hard. If you're Donatello.
I used to try Granitor strats on him.
Pretty much, except Krang always chases you. Like, he will never not aggro you. So kiting him is very, very simple to do. Just juke and return back and hit. Now, with any other turtle, this is basically not possible. Leo has to adjust it to where he does vertical alignment for kiting. And that makes it quite a bit tougher because Krang's vertical hitbox on his attacks, especially his kick, is really strong.
Yeah.
So
that boot is a mighty, mighty boot.
Yeah, he puts on the size 19s to try to stick it to you for that one, for sure. Okay, cool. Got the last hit. Not bad. So for those that missed due to the RTMP going offline, we are still on 1cc pace, which is pretty great. We're not going to see a complete run in a VOD or anything, but we'll at least get to move on to our Shredder fight and see how this goes. I have lost a couple of runs to this fight lately because Shredder can be a massive troll.
I do like that manipulative second Shredder.
Oh, that's great. Okay,
Ooh.
so we got the fake one. I don't know what's going to happen here, though. This guy's being kind of rude. Okay, we'll go back this way. So now that we have the fake one exposed, we can go ahead and focus on the real one. We're going to try and get him in this loop here.
Try not to get one shot.
Yeah, I mean, going for special is really useful just because of how much damage it does. Like, it actually does do damage to Shredder, unlike the Stone Warriors and Krang, who only take 1 damage from it no matter what. Shredder takes the full 3. So going for big damage is actually generally worth it against him. It's just really, really risky. So you're not going to see me do it too often, but if I know I'm on a good global timer pace with the mutagen shot, then I'll go for it.
This boss in particular is, in my opinion, one of the best beat-em-up bosses for multiple players. There's a lot of times you get beat-em-up bosses that are just absolutely like not fun to fight with more than 1 player, and really the best strategy is to have 3 players sit off to the side.
I can sort of see that. It also makes it a lot more difficult in something like a speed run because you can't really manip Shredder when you have more than 1 player on the screen at a time. Man, he is trolling me a lot with these ducks.
It just gives every player something to contribute to.
Sure. So from here, since I'm so low on health, I'm just going to be doing safe strats the entire way. I don't want him to catch me out of a jump at all. So we're going to be seeing a lot of this juke movement with all these hits. Hoping for the best. But we got all our pizzas, and that's what matters. Oh, hey, cool. Shredder's down to his helmetless form. And going to take him down. Even with the time loss, still managed to 17. That's pretty good.
GG. There's your third 1cc in a marathon.
Technodrome is time. Yep, that was a 1cc, even though the full VOD's not going to show it. But, hey, great run.
I saw it all.
And I was very, very happy to have Kat with me on board for the commentary today. And thank you all so much for the GGs.
Appreciate
awesome.
you having me here.
I am, and Weapon, and Bald Nate, and Garen Thor, and Cypherin, and Defcon, and Josie.
But what about the Shredder and Krang?
What about them? See, here's more food for the kids. We have toast and a milkshake.
Dementian X.
I love that misspelling so much. It's great. Dementian X, home of Dementia. Thank you for the GG as well, Chrono and Damnation. Alright, that's gonna do it for Turtles. I don't know much else to say. I talk about this game all the time on my RGL streams, on my own stream. And
yeah,
Kat
like
didn't
talk
too much about it. I know she, I definitely appreciated the questions she had for me, because I like being able to just provide just general random knowledge about this game. This game has a lot of ticks. So let's go ahead and sign our initials for FTK. Before I forget to do that. Feed them kids, people. Thank you for the GGs, Murdoch and Shima. Alright, I think that's going to sign off for Kat. She does have another commitment to go to, but I will be sticking around because I have one more run today in the form of Final Fight 3, so y'all will be seeing me again very soon. But in the meantime, thank you again, Kat. It was a pleasure.
As always.
Glad you got to join me. It was very, very fun. And I will catch you all here very shortly. See you soon.
Good luck.
Thank you.